Alright, so this is trailer or rear of the vehicle, also known to us as C. And we're going to start with the fifth wheel coupling system, which starts with the electrical and air lines secured to the tractor. As you can see, they're properly suspended, not ripped, torn, cut, damaged, or leaking. They're not dragging on the catwalk, which is free and clear of any oil, grease, and debris. And my air lines are color-coded, red for emergency, blue for service. Both air lines are secured to the glad hands, which are not cracked or broken. They're in good condition. Now, if I wanted to check my air lines, I would have released them from the glad hands, and we will see a rubber grommet, and we will check that it's not ripped or torn or cut, and it's in good condition. Then we would reattach my air lines to the glad hands to make sure there's no signs of leaking. The green line is the electrical line. We will check that by unlatching it, making sure that the 7 pins are not cracked, broken, bent, or missing, and the 7 receivers are free from debris. Because we're doing the trailer, we're going to go all the way up top to the clearance lights, which are the proper color amber, not cracked, not broken. They're in good condition, properly illuminated. Then where the letters are, we call that the header board, also known as the bulkhead, which is secure enough to hold cargo, all right? Then we're gonna move down to the king box, which holds the paperwork for the trailer, and it matches with the license plate. That's secured, not cracked or broken. Then we have our DOT sticker, which goes all along the side of the trailer, which is the proper color, red and white, and it's in good condition. Then we have our side skirt, which is also in good condition, not cracked or broken. And we have no more than 1 missing rivet per cross member. Now we'll continue with the fifth wheel, starting with our apron, which is not cracked or broken, no illegal welds. The holes that you see are manufactured only, all right? This is a non-sliding fifth wheel. The top part of the fifth wheel is the skid plate, which is properly greased, and there's no daylight between the skid plate and the apron. It's not cracked or broken. To the left of the skid plate, we have the fifth wheel release handle, which is in the lock position, not cracked or broken. And it tells us that our lock jaws are locked around a kingpin, which we're going to inspect in a few minutes. The skid plate is secured to the platform, which is not cracked or broken, no illegal welds. And the platform is secured to the frame, which cannot have any holes, no illegal welds, no missing hardware, good condition. We're going to finish the fifth wheel by going under the trailer. Right. So going in between the fifth wheel, and what we're looking at is the skid plate, which is properly, we're looking in between the skid plate, and we're looking at the lock jaws, which are properly greased, not cracked or broken, but locked and secured around the kingpin. The kingpin is also properly greased, not cracked or broken, but secured to the apron. As we continue along with the trailer, up top we have the cross members, not cracked or broken, no illegal welds, good condition. Then it supports the floor frame, which is also in good condition, not cracked or broken, dry rotted, no holes are permitted. Coming on out, we have our landing gear, which is not cracked or broken, secured to the cross members. Our foot pads are in good condition, no illegal welds. All right, our crank handle is in a styled position. All right, no missing hardware. Hazard is the proper color amber. It's properly illuminated, not cracked or broken, secured. Then we're going to go to our sliding tandem, which is not cracked or broken, secured to the cross members. The holes that you see are not distorted or warped. My tandem pins are not cracked, bent, or legally welded. They're secure. And my lock pin is in the lock position. All right, lock handle is in the lock position. My air lines and electrical lines are properly suspended. They're not ripped or torn or cut, not leaking, no illegal tape. My air tank is securely mounted, not cracked or broken or leaking. Air lines are not ripped, torn, or cut. They're in good condition, no signs of leaking. And then we have our brake chambers, which are properly clamped, not cracked or broken, not leaking. They're in good condition and secured. Also on our brake chambers, we have a slack adjuster and push rod on the back of it, which are secure with the pin and cotter pin. And we will check our slack adjuster by chalking the wheels, releasing the brakes, making sure it had no more than 1 inch of play. As you can see, the axle not cracked or broken, no illegal welds. Then we have our spring hanger, not cracked, broken, no illegal welds, secured. Leaf springs, no more than 25% damage is permitted, not cracked, broken, scissored, or illegally welded. My leaf springs are secured with 2 U-bolts, 4 nuts underneath, along with the saddle, which are all in good condition, secured to the axle. Then we move inside the tire, we have our brake drum, brake shoe. Brake drum and brake shoe are free and clear from oil, grease, and debris. The brake drum must be round, brake shoe no more than 25% damage. Rim is properly seated and beaded to the tire. No illegal welds, no signs of leaking. Not cracked or broken or bent. Inner walls, not excessively worn, no rips, tears, cuts, or bumbles or abrasions. Drive tires, no less than 232 of thread, and I will use a tire thread gauge to make sure they're even. They can be recapped and they can be regrooved. My drive tires are evenly spaced and free from debris, and you will find a butted rim, which is properly seated and beaded, not cracked or broken, good condition. All right, if you see a valve stem inside, you can mention in here, we could do that. Valve stem is visible, not cracked or broken. It's capped, no signs of leaking. I would use my valve stem to make sure that the pressure in my tire is between 100 to 110 psi, and I would check it when the tire is cool. And there's no daylight between my rim, and inner walls are in good condition. Outer wall also in good condition. Not rips, tears, a couple cuts or abrasions. Rim seated and beaded to the tire, no illegal welds. Lug nuts not cracked or broken, they're in good condition. No signs of rust streaks or shiny metal, which means need to be tightened. Axle seal is not cracked or broken, no signs of leaking, no missing hardware. Just in case, I'll mention again, my valve stem is visible, it's not cracked or broken, it's capped, and I would use my valve stem to make sure that the pressure in my tire is between 100 to 110 psi, and I would check it when the tire is cool. And again, you mention that if you don't mention it in here. All right, mud flaps are properly suspended. They're not ripped, torn, or cut, or damaged. They're secured with they stop any debris from coming from my tires. No missing hardware. Marker light is the proper color red. It's a proper color red. It's not cracked, it's not broken. It's secure, it's in good condition. Now, starting from top to bottom, we have our clearance lights, which are the proper color red, not cracked or broken, properly illuminated. Our door, our barn doors are secured with hinges, no missing hardware, no illegal welds, good condition. Our door handles are in the lock position, not cracked or broken. Our DOT sticker is the proper color red and white, good condition. Our hazard lights are the proper color red, not cracked or broken on both sides. They're working and properly illuminated. Parking lights are also properly illuminated on both sides, not cracked or broken. And I would check my brake lights by having someone go to the driver's seat to make sure that they are working properly. License plate is securely mounted, not cracked or broken. It matches the paperwork inside my King box, and it's visible because the license plate light above it is clear, properly illuminated, not cracked or broken. Now, as a general overview of everything, I want to make sure that we covered everything. There's nothing leaking, hanging, or smoking, and we covered everything.